So far, it was largely the philosophers who studied human consciousness, but a serious effort to understand consciousness and walk the path towards ultimate reality was made at the MIT World Peace University in the form of the world's first conference on consciousness, the ultimate reality. Many eminent personalities, speakers, thinkers, and philosophers from all over the world share their thoughts on this subject during this conference. Founder President of the MIT World Peace University, Vishwadharmi, Professor Dr Vishwanath said that consciousness alone will lead to eternal peace.
Friends, it truly fills my heart with a sense of pride and pleasure when I stand before you in this very unique hall named after philosopher Saint Naneshwara and naturally Saint Tukaram too. I am making this mention of the two names basically for the very simple reason that I had the fortune of organizing the first parliament, the first World Philosophers Meet in the year 1995-96, when today's most honorable chief guest of today's function and a keynote speaker who has shown a new light to the whole of the not India, but even the world community, which is possibly waiting on the background of this coronavirus and COVID-19, especially to Mother India, and the very message of understanding the nature of reality, the word consciousness, intelligence, leading to the understanding of the ultimate reality, the ultimate truth. Maybe Ramakrishna Paramahamsa is one name as a great teacher of our teachers, Swami Vivekananda, who had said these words of wisdom in the year 1893 in the very first World Parliament of Religions. You know it, every one of you. I am not making any new mention, but I, being a follower, a staunch follower of philosopher Saint Naneshwara, and naturally the great noblest of India, Swami Vivekananda, who had very assertively stated this statement: to understand what is the role of science and what is the role of spirituality and philosophy too. The time has come when he had made a mention that time that possibly in the year this 21 or 22nd, my Mother India will emerge as a divine knowledge God of the whole world. It is his sentence. My Mother India, गर्व से नहीं, स्वाभिमान से. यह शब्दों का उच्चारण हुआ, and what I feel sincerely, with always the confirmation, which always try to take the confirmatory test from Vijay Bhatkar himself, who has been also today in search of understanding the 18-digit computer, Vivek Savanji, Knowledge Corporation. Here is a gentleman sitting here in the audience in the first row, known as Vivek Sawant, possibly a disciple of Vijay Bhatkar. I am very happy that there are so many people sitting in the audience I can see who are very curious to understand possibly our own duty. And possibly after so much of advancement in the field of education especially, the IT, computer, Google, Facebook and whatnot. And Vijay Bhatkar is just now addressed to you with authority what this mobile means or what this instrument stands for, and which has made the world realize that yes, there is something which is beyond our comprehension and understanding. with the small brain or the intellect that you possess and the knowledge which we possess of the body itself, each living being, the smallest of the small living being of the whole universe, the whole world, not the world, the whole universe possibly, which certainly indicates to all of us as men of education, men of science, men of philosophy, men of religion, and we try to understand the very nature of the mind, the matter, the spirit and the consciousness, which we have said today for this small roundtable conference, but being held at a very appropriate place, Sant Jnaneshwara Philosophers Hall, which was inaugurated in the year 1995, wherein we had the fortune, under the guidance of Vijay Bhatkar, Dr Mashalkar and many others, when we had that first World Parliament of Science, Religion and Philosophy in this very hall, these ideas and the concepts were discussed at length. People were surprised why I have named this in the name of Sant Jnaneshwara. But I have a tremendous satisfaction, friends, today that I was not on the wrong path. The path which was shown by the people like Bhatkar and Mashalkar and many others, and even Pandit Vasantrao Gadgil. Today I feel it's my fortune and our fortune that on the stage next to Vijay Bhatkar, the great computer scientist of Param supercomputer, you describe him in many, many words. Just next to him is sitting Yogi Amarnath. This was not possible before, possibly. स्वामीजीज, योगीज और द सन्यासीज और संत महात्माओं को साइंटिस्ट के दरबार में जगह नहीं था. अभी शायद उल्टा हो जाएगा और उस दिन के लिए यह परिषद बना है. Because we have been always having a wrong understanding, the men of spirituality, अध्यात्म के लोगों को ब्लाइंड फेथ बोला जाता है. I am making a very assertive statement on my behalf and on behalf of the confirmation by Vijay Bhatkar and many scientists world over. I had the fortune of attending many conferences. I have one small booklet here. This is the Netherlands conference, sir, if you remember. Vijay Bhatkar, myself and Deepak Ranare. We had the fortune of attending this conference. This is called as the nature of the self. The heading is the nature of the self. He is an American gentleman who had called this conference, and he was very, very assertively making statements and making presentations by the very learned people who are the great technocrats, the scientists, in the line of the Albert Einstein, Penrose, Schrodinger. You take those names. And friends, remember that time he said, science and non-duality. अद्वैत की भाषा है, अद्वैत का चिंतन है ये. And the non-duality part of it, he says, it's a philosophy of science.